I think that a quota of legal migration where it can be fully integrated can make a positive contribution to our economies, but I remain convinced.
Imagine a fortress rising from the sea, where Europe's open doors slam shut forever. Italy, under Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, has just deployed soldiers and warships to its borders, slashing illegal crossings by a staggering 60% and shipping migrants straight to Albanian detention camps.
Italy's far-right government has passed a decree it hopes will save its controversial immigration plan that's aimed at deterring migrants by sending them to detention camps in Albania.
Whispers in Brussels speak of hidden agendas. Could this be the spark for Ital-Exit, or a blueprint to reshape the continent? The EU is trembling as Rome exposes the cracks in their fragile union. Secrets are unraveling.
That it would be more responsible for us to entrust European citizens with the solution to the European welfare system crisis. Decline is a choice.
Are you ready to see the truth? Welcome to Global Affairs Europe, your insider lens on the shadowy world of EU politics and global intrigue. If you're hooked on exposing these power plays, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. Don't miss the next revelation, or you'll be left in the dark like Brussels. Witty reminder: subscribing is free, but staying uninformed, that's costly. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dive deep into this seismic shift that's rocking the European Union to its core. For years, the Mediterranean has been a highway for desperation, a chaotic flood of migrants crossing treacherous waters, overwhelming Italy's shores. But now, under Giorgia Meloni's iron-fisted leadership, Italy isn't just reacting, it's rewriting the rules. This isn't politics as usual. It's a thriller unfolding in real time with high-stakes diplomacy, covert deals, and the specter of a fractured Europe looming large. First, let's set the stage with the cold, hard facts. In 2025 alone, illegal sea crossings into Italy plummeted by over 60%, from a peak of nearly 160,000 arrivals in 2023 to under 70,000 last year. How? Meloni's government unleashed a multi-pronged assault on migration chaos. Italian warships, backed by naval patrols from the Marina Militare, now prowl the Mediterranean like guardians of an ancient empire. These aren't symbolic gestures. These vessels intercept smuggling boats before they even reach Italian waters, turning back thousands and disrupting the human traffickers' lucrative networks. But the real shocker? Meloni's bold Albania deal. Signed in 2023 but battled through courts and EU red tape, it's finally operational in 2026 under the new EU Migration Pact. Migrants intercepted at sea, mostly adult males from so-called safe countries like Bangladesh and Egypt, are no longer flooding Italian soil. Instead, they're ferried directly to two high-security detention centers in Albania, one in Shenzhen for initial processing, the other in Jadar for holding up to 3,000 at a time. These Italian-run facilities, costing taxpayers hundreds of millions, process asylum claims extraterritorially. Rejected? Straight back to origin. Approved? A slim chance at entry, but under strict quotas. Picture this. A rickety boat bobs in the waves, crammed with hopefuls from sub-Saharan Africa and the Middle East. Italian frigates appear on the horizon, sirens blaring. The migrants are transferred not to Lampedusa's overcrowded hotspots, but to Albanian soil under Italian jurisdiction. Human rights groups cry foul, labeling it outsourcing cruelty. But Meloni counters, this isn't rejection, it's deterrence. Leaked documents from Rome reveal the hidden motive, breaking the smugglers' business model. By removing the guarantee of EU entry, crossings drop, lives are saved at sea, and Italy reclaims control. Now, let's peel back the layers on the players involved. Giorgia Meloni, the firebrand from Fratelli d'Italia, rose to power in 2022, promising a naval blockade and zero tolerance. Critics called it populism. Supporters hailed her as Europe's savior. But behind the rhetoric, a web of alliances. Her Albanian counterpart, Edi Rama, inked the deal for economic perks. Italy poured 200 million euros into Albanian infrastructure, healthcare, and jobs. It's a quid pro quo shrouded in secrecy. Albania gets development aid. Italy offloads its migration burden. Enter the EU villains, or saviors depending on your view. Brussels, led by the European Commission, has long pushed the Migration Pact, a 2024 overhaul set to fully activate in June 2026. It promises solidarity, Frontline states like Italy get relocations, 21,000 slots for 2026, or 420 million euros in aid from the Solidarity Pool. But Rome smells a trap. Meloni's team accuses the Pact of being a half measure, forcing Italy to register every arrival while northern states like Germany drag their feet on burden sharing. Leaks from EU summits show heated clashes, Meloni storming out of one meeting, slamming Brussels for hypocrisy as France redirects migrants southward. And the NGOs? Oh, they're the wild card in this drama. Organizations like Sea-Watch and Mediterranean Saving Humans have been fined up to 1 million euros for facilitating illegal immigration. Meloni's decrees detain rescue ships for weeks, accusing them of collusion with traffickers. A 2025 investigation by Italian prosecutors uncovered alleged ties. NGO vessels coordinating pickups near Libyan waters, effectively taxiing migrants to Europe. Fines skyrocketed, patrols intensified, and rescues down 38% across the EU. But at what cost? UN experts whisper of administrative harassment, while survivors recount horrors, pushbacks, drownings, and the ghostly silence of unrescued souls. The consequences? Monumental. Italy's strategy is reshaping Europe's borders. Smuggling crackdowns in Libya and Tunisia, fueled by Italian funding, have choked roots. But tensions boil. Brussels versus Rome escalates into a proxy war. Meloni's defiance influenced the Pact's tougher elements, like extended detentions and safe third country hubs. Yet rumors swirl of Ital-Exit. In hushed corridors, insiders reveal Meloni's frustration. If the EU won't protect us, we'll go it alone. Polls show 45% of Italians support leaving if migration isn't curbed, echoes of Brexit but with Mediterranean flair. Subtopic 1. The political strategies. Meloni's playbook? Classic divide and conquer. She lobbies hard right allies in Hungary and Poland for a fortress Europe. Viktor Orban cheers her Albania model as a template. Meanwhile, she woos moderates with data. Reduced arrivals mean fewer strains on healthcare, housing, and security. But hidden motives lurk. Critics allege it's electoral gold, distracting from domestic woes like economic stagnation. Subtopic 2. The backstory. Flashback to 2015's migrant crisis. Over 1 million arrivals, Merkel's Wir schaffen das, clashing with Italy's frontline chaos. Meloni, then opposition firebrand, vowed change. Her 2022 victory? A referendum on EU overreach. The Albania Pact, stalled by 2025 court rulings, ECJ deemed it incompatible pre-Pact, was relaunched amid 2026 reforms. Shocking revelation. Internal memos show Meloni betting on the Pact's failure to justify unilateral moves. Subtopic 3. Hidden motives. Dig deeper. Geopolitics at play. Italy's patrols aren't just anti-migration. They're countering Russian and Chinese influence in Africa, where smugglers thrive amid instability. Leaks suggest EU funds for Albania mask energy deals, Italy securing gas routes, and the stakes? A new era or collapse. If successful, Meloni's model spreads. Denmark eyes similar hubs. Fail? Riots, humanitarian disasters, and EU disintegration. Hey, if this expose has you on the edge of your seat, do me a favor. Hit subscribe right now. We're uncovering more EU secrets every week, and you won't want to miss the next bombshell. Your like and sub keep us digging deeper. As we hurtle toward 2026's full Pact rollout, questions mount. Will Meloni's soldiers hold the line or ignite a continental fire? Albania centers hum with activity, but whispers of escapes and abuses grow. Brussels plots countermeasures. Could sanctions follow? Italy stands at the precipice, exposing the EU's facade of unity. In closing, this isn't just Italy's fight. It's Europe's reckoning. Meloni's shock tactics reveal a hidden truth. Borders aren't lines on a map. They're battlegrounds for survival. As warships patrol and camps fill, one question lingers. Is this deterrence or the dawn of division? Think on that, viewers. The Mediterranean's waves hide more secrets yet.